Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly, Week 18. I'm Adele.
And I'm Annadelle.
And we love the Dodgers. If you're a Dodger fan, it's really good news for Dodger fans right now, isn't it? Because the Dodgers are heading toward first place again.
Yes, they are.
Speaking of fans, we are Dodger Fan Weekly.
We are Dodger Fan Weekly. We've decided that we would have someone we consider to be a very knowledgeable Dodger fan on our show.
Right, we're very excited. And he is a baseball writer for the LA Weekly. But historically, he's been a blogger since 2000. He is also the founding director of the Internet Baseball Writers Association. And from what we can tell, he has a lot of historical knowledge of the Dodgers, too. So,
Our guest, Howard Cole. Welcome to our show, Howard.
Thank you.
So, lovely shirt. This leads me to a question. Why do you hate Don Mattingly?
I do not hate Don Mattingly.
Wait. We'll get to that. We are going to deem you the general manager from this point on.
I'll take that job and I'll work for Major League Minimum.
Okay, great.
Okay, so it looks like we're headed for the playoffs. That's what we think anyway. So where do we go from here?
Well, the Dodgers need to get a couple of pitchers and maybe three. And they're definitely going to trade for a starting pitcher. Probably a right-handed reliever, maybe two of them, or maybe a right-handed reliever and a left-handed reliever.
How does the trade happen?
Well, you go back and forth with the teams that are looking to unload people. The rumors about David Price with Tampa Bay and Cole Hamels with Philadelphia. I would love to get for the Dodgers to get him. John Lackey of Boston, who I think would be good, and he is a big game pitcher. Yeah, I would love for the Dodgers to get him. Bartolo Colon.
Okay.
Well, what kind of trade is worth that arm?
Well, it wouldn't cost that much to get him.
Are we going to get rid of somebody that hits to get a pitcher?
Well, you don't always get everything you want.
Yeah.
They have to concentrate on pitching first.
If we do nothing, you think we're not going to make it into the post?
No, we might, but
Okay.
then that's not going to happen. Dodgers are going to make some trades.
Okay.
They will get at least one starting pitcher, at least one relief pitcher, and maybe two of each.
Who would you be worried to lose?
Well, the three big prospects are Urias, Doc Peterson, Corey Seager. If it's up to me, I wouldn't trade any of those guys, but you don't get something for nothing.
Kemp, Ethier, Crawford.
Well, there's a lot of talk about Kemp. I wouldn't trade him.
Okay.
Certainly not now. Maybe in the off season when you can take your time.
Right.
I would love to see Crawford be traded, but that's $60 million on his contract. They have to almost say,
Big
here's
salary.
$40 million. Take this guy.
Right.
Ethier, secondarily, I think he brings more to the Dodgers than Crawford does.
Okay.
He makes less money, so there may be more demand for him.
The team as it stands, we're going to go around the horn and ask you if you think a player is producing or underproducing. AJ Ellis.
Underproducing. I'm more worried about his defense.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Producing.
D. Gordon.
Producing. Very much producing.
Juan Uribe.
Fine. Producing.
Hanley Ramirez.
Producing. We'll do more.
Andre Ethier.
Underproducing.
Matt Kemp.
Underproducing.
Yasiel Puig.
Producing.
Carl Crawford.
Very underproducing.
Scott Van Slyke.
Producing.
Middle relievers.
Underproducing.
Closers.
Producing.
How do you think the team as a whole is doing?
Well, they're right there. Mm-hmm. So they're producing enough. Their hitting is okay. We'd like it to more. Like them to do more. But hitting is down all over baseball now. So I think we're just a little spoiled in that department. They're scoring they're scoring more runs than all but I think two teams in the league.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, how about Don Mattingly?
Don Mattingly. Well, I don't hate Don Mattingly.
Producing or underproducing?
He's Don Mattingly. He's been better this year, and I don't know if that's because Tim Wallach is the bench coach, or he's just learned between year 3 and year 4. He's cut way down on the sacrificing, which we all love.
We know how
Stop
you
bunting.
feel about it.
Yeah, my pet peeve is the leadoff double and bunting in the third. I hate that. Just take your 3 chances and try to score them.
And I know you also really have an aversion to double switching.
Well, I don't have an aversion to double switches. Double switches are fine. I just don't think he knows exactly how to do them. The reason I don't like it when he does it half the time is because it's forcing your hand. You're making the decision ahead of time. You're putting in the hitter to replace a defensive player without knowing what the situation is going to be the next inning when that guy comes to the plate.
I see. So we're showing our
Just
hand
go out
before
and
we have
replace
to.
the pitcher. He's obsessive about his double switches. And sometimes they make sense and sometimes they don't.
How about a double switch?
That's adorable. That double switch, I totally, that's cool.
I'm Adele.
I'm Annadelle.
Don't forget to tweet.
See you next week.